WXII 12 News at 6 starts right now.
Anything that the water touch basically has to be removed because it's considered contaminated.
A lot of people are still cleaning up after last week's flooding, and we've seen a lot of rain this week. When do you need to call in the professionals, though, to help? We speak with a local expert.
Plus, less than 2 days before early voting begins, find out how campaign volunteers are trying to attract new voters with smartphones.
And as the new coronavirus continues to spread, hear from a local professor about what it could mean for shoppers. And we'll get to those stories in a moment, but first we're getting new details on a shooting in High Point that has left a 15-year-old in the hospital. We're still gathering information right now, but police tell us this teen was shot in the hip just before 6 in the evening yesterday. This happened on Adams Street. Police are still trying to find a suspect. We will bring you updates on television and online as soon as we learn more. Next, let's talk about the weather. The rain just keeps falling.
Yeah, it's been pretty intense across the board. Chief Meteorologist Lainey Pope is here now to tell us how long this streak is expected to stick around. Lainey.
Well, a lot of folks this afternoon actually saw a little bit of sunshine and the faucet turned off just briefly. Now, we do still have some rain over our southern triad communities, so we'll continue to have a shower chance in for the next hour or so, and there could be a few heavier downpours. In fact, we've got one really close to High Rock Lake right now. The rainfall over the last day and a half has been anywhere between 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch across most of the area. We've also seen some amounts closer to an inch of rain. So far, no flood warnings across the area. We've got a little lull tonight. There's more wet weather, though, lining up back to the southwest, so the rain does return to the forecast. Overnight, it is mainly dry. The temperatures are in the upper 30s in the mountains, low to mid 40s for the foothills and Triad. We'll look for a little bit of drizzle perhaps to set up by tomorrow morning. Otherwise, light rain returns to the forecast late Wednesday. Heavier rain with a thunderstorm chance early Thursday. Maybe an additional inch if you get underneath the thunderstorm. And yes, it has been a wet February. In fact, it's the wettest start to February ever, as we have seen more than 5 inches of rain already.
All right, thank you so much, Elaine. And with more rain forecasted for this week, and many residents basically are still trying to figure things out, cleaning up still from last week's soaking. Water, of course, top of mind for people across the board.
So here's the question. What can you fix yourself, and when do you need to call in professionals? Our Leanne Denyer went looking for answers, and she explains why you will want to act sooner than later. Leanne.
Yeah, these restoration crews really have been busy with all that water Lainey was just talking about, and with more rain in the forecast this week, doesn't look like they're going to be slowing down anytime soon.
Jeremy Floyd of Service Master Fire and Water says Thursday's drenching rain has left him and his team with a constant stream of service calls.
There was actually carpet and pad down here. With it being outside water, we have to remove those materials. Anything that the water touch basically has to be removed because it's considered contaminated.
This basement in Winston-Salem flooded. The water needed to be taken out, so did the carpet. Floyd says floodwaters call for a different response than, say, a leaky indoor pipe.
A lot of times we can dry carpet, pad, drywall, stuff like that. But in a situation like this, that's not an option.
Thursday's storm caused trees to topple, flooding, and other kinds of water damage inside homes and businesses.
We're stretched everywhere from Pittsboro, here, Greensboro, Reedsville, Danville. I mean, we pretty much hit every city in our area in the past few days.
Floyd says it's crucial homeowners make calls immediately when it comes to water damage and flooding. Mold can start to grow within 48 hours. He recommends calling insurance first so he and others who do similar work can get in to get that water out.
You get a good satisfaction whether you do the entire rebuild or just this part where you get it good and dry, that you've got somebody in a better position than they were when you got there.
Floyd says that once you get your mess cleaned up, it's worth it to have the conversation with the crews about possible measures that you can put in place to stop this from happening again. In Winston-Salem, Leanne Denyer, WXII 12 News.
Good advice. Thanks, Leanne. And remember, you can always stay one step ahead of the changing weather conditions with the WXII 12 News app. You can get the hour-by-hour forecast and also sign up for weather alerts to be notified if anything severe or sinister is moving into your neighborhood.
Turning to Commitment 2020 now, it's less than 2 hours before polls close in the New Hampshire primary. You're taking a live look at a polling place in New Hampshire right now. It is not clear which Democratic candidate may get the biggest bounce. However, several of them have, of course, been crisscrossing the state all day in one last push for votes. Well, meanwhile, Joe Biden plans to leave New Hampshire before the polls close to watch the returns from South Carolina. We're, of course, going to have a full coverage of special Commitment 2020 coverage as results of the New Hampshire primary come in. That begins tonight at 11:30 right here on WXII 12. That starts right after WXII 12 News at 11.
And here in North Carolina, the early voting period begins in just a couple of days on Thursday. If you missed Friday's voter registration deadline, you can still register during this early voting period. Right now, Democrats, Republicans, and independents are targeting unregistered voters. Bill O'Neill takes a closer look now at their efforts.
There are more than 2 million people in North Carolina eligible to vote but not registered. That according to the U.S. Census. A number of groups trying to find them and register them say it's not easy, but of course now there's an app for that.
The days of phone banks are gone. Today, volunteers use their own cell phones with an app containing contact data on potential voters.
It is an app on your phone. We get the data from whether it's RNC or Trump Victory.
It's quite a challenge.
Some groups like the Voter Participation Center say the U.S. mail remains the best way to reach potential voters who are not registered. This nonprofit progressive organization says it's targeting unmarried women, people of color, and young people, a group it calls the Rising American Electorate.
The reason why we focus on this group is because they are vastly underrepresented in our elections. This is a group that makes up 61% of the voting eligible population in North Carolina.
There's no list of unregistered voters, so groups like the Voter Participation Center mail out millions of voter registration forms hoping to find potential voters.
Mainly for college Republicans, it's hard for them to register to vote because they don't really know who to vote for.
Young Republicans in Guilford County say they sign up students through what they call tabling on college campuses. They also go door to door in a grassroots effort to sign up voters and help educate them.
The more you learn, honestly, the better it is for you. After all, we are a republic of we the people, and I think they need to be aware and definitely be involved.
70% of North Carolina's 2 million unregistered eligible voters are part of what the Voter Participation Center calls the Rising American Electorate: unmarried women, people of color, and young people.
That just shows the opportunity that we have to bring more people into the system and to make sure that all voices are being heard in our democracy.
Registration for the primary is passed, but you still have the option of same-day registration during early voting, which begins this Thursday. In Greensboro, I'm Bill O'Neill, WXII 12 News.